Hello, my name is Hannah Furstenberg. Today I'm going to be presenting my TWS and my 14-day field experience to you for class EDU 352. To start off with, it's important to talk about some of the contextual factors of this town, and one of the first things that I discussed was the socioeconomic status, or SES, and the median income is about $38,947, meaning that the citizens in this town are falling well below the average income of Montana. The other factor of the community that I looked into was the primary industry employment. In this town, the most common form of employment is in healthcare and social assistance, public administration, and retail, trade, and construction. After that, I looked at the implications that could be caused by these community contextual factors, and one of the first things that I realized is that because so many of the students are falling below the poverty line, that means that they have a higher chance of not following Maslow's hierarchy and meeting those basic needs. Aside from that, one of the other issues that we come across is that most of these jobs that the parents do are also considered seasonal work, such as construction, which means it's also not helping that poverty line that they're at. For the next contextual factor, I looked at the school. At the school, I took a look at the diversity of the staff, and there really is no diversity in this school amongst the teachers. It was primarily all females, and on top of that, it was mainly Caucasian, so there really was no other race or ethnicity amongst the staff. One of the implications to this is that there have been a lot of studies done that show the benefits of having diversity, especially amongst the staff, and showing that anybody can really do anything. The next thing I looked at was the school programs, and this school has some phenomenal after-school programs for students. One of their big ones is called PALS, and that is a K-12 program where kids can come after school, and they have till 5 o'clock where they can hang out, they can do cooking, they can learn how to do different science experiments, and much more. What is really great about this is it provides a place for the students to go after school. One of the problems that we run into, though, with this program is that it is an after-school program that goes till 5. So if students aren't able to get a ride or find a way home, they can't really stay at this program, which is unfortunate because all the students who come to it do love this program so much. The other factor that I looked at the school was the free and reduced lunches. As of right now, 42% of the students do qualify for the free and reduced lunches. Again, this links back to students falling below that poverty line and possibly not meeting their hierarchy of needs. The next contextual factor that we were asked to look at was the classroom itself, and in this classroom we had 15 students. We had 7 girls and 8 boys. The other thing I looked at was the ethnicity of the students, and we did have 2 students of mixed races. And other than that, the rest of the class was Caucasian. The issue that all this brings around is that the students all grew up together and they all knew each other super well, which was great, and it made for a fun classroom environment, but it was also hard to set the classroom up in a way that it was going to be productive because no matter where you sat them, they wanted to talk and they wanted to hang out with one another. The other factors that I looked into was what was going on in the classroom, and the first thing I looked at was the classroom climate. And this teacher had an amazing classroom climate. She was very positive when working with the students, and we were always open to taking questions or helping them throughout the entire process. Then there was her classroom management skills, and she had a lot of things that I actually really liked. One of her techniques was using puzzle pieces, and anytime as a class that they were doing really well, she would give them a puzzle piece on the board. After they collected what I believe to be 25 pieces and completed the puzzle, they got a movie party, and then if they did it again, they got a pizza party, and she said they can get up to about 4 a year on average. And then another tactic that she used in the classroom was she had tickets, and these tickets were more individually based. The tickets could be earned by good behavior or lost for poor behavior, so it was a really nice tool because you could get the student's attention by either handing one out, or if a student was really misbehaving, you could warn them that you were going to take one away. The biggest issue with this system was it was sometimes hard to remember to reinforce the individual behavior. It was easy to remember the puzzle pieces because they were right there in front of you the whole day, but the tickets were harder because they were kept in the back of the room where students